Welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. To start today off, we have the announcement of a new AI-based website. Great, more shit with AI, right? Well, this, I believe, is one of the shittiest occurrences that we've come across recently, which is essentially a service where you can create your own show with AI. It's called Showrunner. You basically input a little base plot, like maybe a couple sentences, and then boom, the AI creates something for you. This is just terrible in multiple aspects. One, it's gonna take away jobs of actual writers and creators. And two, it could functionally get rid of originality. I know everyone's like, oh, nothing's original now anyways. It's all remakes. Fuck Kathleen Kennedy. But there's some original shit coming out, guys. Come on. If we do this AI thing, though, nothing is original. Because all the AI does is take already existing ideas and slightly retool them. Sure, you can argue that's what writing is in general, taking already existing concepts and just engineering them differently. But doing it with a human touch is different than just doing it with AI. A little bit of good news, though, is that Showrunner was made by Fable, the same people who made that AI-generated South Park episode, and that shit, although funny, was ass. So if that's what their AI is capable of making, hopefully this doesn't do too much damage. Next, we're back with two more Knives Out castings. They just keep coming, they don't stop. First is Mila Kunis, aka Meg from Family Guy. Yeah! She's also in Ted, Bad Moms, Black Swan, Friends with Benefits. She's been in a lot of shit that I actually really enjoy. As you can tell, the movies from like the early 2010s, that shit is my magnum opus. That is what I love. She was also apparently in American Psycho 2, which was one of those low-budget, barely related sequels. And she was also in Max Payne, I guess, which was 2008. I guess it was pretty rare for video game movies back then, so that was surprising when I found out that it came out in 2008. I did not know that. At the end of the day, I could see her being the villain. She just seems like she could play a psychopathic villain or something in the end. I mean, she plays Meg. Who's worse than that, right? The other casting is none other than Jeremy Renner. Now, this is big, actually, because I believe this is his first major role in anything since his accident, so I'm glad to see that he's still getting work. Especially since he's basically done with Marvel at this point, unless they bring him back for Secret Wars or something. So if he can get in on the Knives Out franchise, good for him. Moving on from Knives Out, we actually have a surprising fact, which is that the Moana 2 trailer, which recently came out, is now the most watched animated Disney trailer of all time, getting 178 million views in 24 hours. What the hell? How? How? What? And even crazier, the trailer that it surpassed was the Inside Out 2 trailer that came out last year. The previous two trailers before that were the Frozen 2 and Frozen trailers, and I think that makes more sense, as Frozen was fucking huge when it first came out. But Inside Out 2 and Moana 2? Really? People are that hyped about these movies. As for my thoughts on Moana 2, There's a reason why I didn't cover it in Kiesel News, okay? To be honest, I think it doesn't really look that interesting, just kind of being more of the same of the first movie. But to be fair, it is only the teaser trailer. They're not going to reveal the whole plot. It's better than those trailers that reveal the entire plot from start to finish. Speaking of Inside Out, a spin-off series is in the works for Disney Plus, and it's going to follow Dream Productions, who makes Riley's dreams in the Inside Out movies. For the record, I do think that this sounds pretty interesting, as I've had an idea for a while to basically make a story about different people's dreams and different people's subconscious and like going into those worlds. So this is basically that. Obviously, mine would probably be a different tone than an Inside Out series. So I'm not saying go check this out instead of my award-winning book when it releases. No, I'm joking. I have writer's block right now. Fucking sucks. But yeah. Discussing film, I think you should have used a picture of Dream Productions instead of, the emotions, because, like, when I first saw the tweet, I was like, wait, they're making a spin-off series on the emotions? Isn't that just the purpose of the movies? But then I actually read the caption. But, like, people aren't reading on Twitter, man. They're just, like, scrolling rapidly like fucking madmen. You think people have attention spans now? Next up, Giancarlo Esposito is apparently gonna appear in the new Captain America movie. Now, since we know that his character is gonna be original, this really begs the question on what his character could be. It probably won't be a Kang variant like I suggested last time, but I could totally see him being someone who's associated with Sharon Carter or just any of those political figures, right? That's actually a perfect potential role for him. Like maybe there's now a new original character who's working with Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character, and dude, imagine Giancarlo is working with her and he gets to be like the Nick Fury to the Dark Avengers or the Thunderbolts. Holy shit, that'd be epic as fuck. Yeah, that's now my current prediction. Now for some Acolyte news, which we are very quickly approaching. The episodes are set to be 30 minutes, and the budget is 180 million. I could have sworn the episodes were said to be an hour, but these will make the episodes more digestible and easier for me to review, which I will be doing, by the way. I plan to do Acolyte reviews. I don't know if I'll do one every 2 weeks with 2 episodes, or if I'll do a weekly review, but I am going to review them. As for the budget talk, people have been getting mad at how much of a budget this show has. But what did you expect? It looks as polished, if not more, than Andor. And this is around the same budget as Andor. At least in terms of per episodes. Like Andor's budget was 250, but there was 12 episodes, so they get less per episode, right? We should be happy that the projects are getting these big budgets, especially something like The Acolyte, which is a big risk, as it's not relying on legacy characters. Alright, we have 3 little goof and gaff stories to end off today. First, Tyler 1 launched an AI of his voice just to coach League of Legends players. Like this I just think is funny. I don't have a problem with this because he consented to having his own voice used. He used it of his own accord. There's no issue with it. This should be the extent that AI is used for. The real issue here is that people are actually willing to likely pay money for a League of Legends coach. Because I guarantee you Tyler 1 ain't doing this for free. Well, actually, how would the payment work though? Because he's not doing anything, he just owns the AI. But you can't pay the AI. North Korea is sending balloons of poop into South Korea. Oh my god, guys, World War III absolutely fucking confirmed. If this did start World War III, though, we're cooked as humanity anyway. We deserve what's coming to us. Who knows, maybe it's a misunderstanding and North Korea just wants to help South Korea fertilize their land. McDonald's is releasing churros and masala flavored fries. Whoa, what huge news!